Hello and welcome back to another episode of In Brandon. With me today are a couple of WCG TV regulars. I have Michelle, who hosts Real Westman, and I have Brock here too. Now you've done a couple episodes in the past, right,
I've done
Brock?
a whole three.
A whole three, yes.
Well, hey, three's three, right? What's it like being on the other side for an interview for a change?
It's really weird. I was kind of waiting to jump in and take over the introduction and everything for you.
Just wanted to push me out of the way and jump in yourself, right?
Now I know how my guests feel.
Okay.
I like the catch.
All right, so now we're organizing a downtown cleanup extravaganza, right? Tell me all about that.
Well, there's three of us that are on the organizing committee. I say organizing committee like it's a big thing, but there's three of us that are organizing.
Three heads that got together. And
yeah, so there's myself and Brock and Kim Longstreet with the Brandon Bear Clan. And we had an online discussion a couple weeks ago about some of the posts and comments that were being made on our Facebook page for Real Westman about the perception of the downtown core. And so some of us started talking about, you know, that's my neighborhood, that's where I work, that's kind of the only place in Brandon I'm really familiar with. And the things that they were saying, I don't see it that way. You know, they're talking about it might not be the best area of town. I don't see it that way. I love the downtown. I think it's so diverse, and there's so many cool businesses and stores and the people, and I just love everything about it. So we started talking online, and we had this kind of group chat going, and I'm like, we need to do something to change this perception. You know, kind of make some good news and do something to maybe bring some pride and show people that the people in the downtown area of Brandon really care about the downtown. So the cleanup was born.
so instead of always being a negative, downtown is this or it's that, or here's what we think of it, why don't we change the tune? This is where you came in and said, why don't we change the tune and have a positive discussion? Let's make a positive impact. What is it that we'll do? Mm-hmm. Now, the cleanup was born out of that idea, and the cleanup isn't the solution to every social problem. It's only the tip of the iceberg, or the very beginning of where you can start. And it's the perception of what downtown is or what it isn't, and a place that's during your regular business hours of being unsafe. And you know what? Somebody might actually come up and ask you for a cigarette. They might ask you for a couple of quarters or something like that. And that's about the worst I've ever seen. Actually, I was going to say this before we started, but I have a vending business, and sometimes products go past the date. So I've got chips that are a few days past the date. I give them away. And in the past, I've gone downtown because I'll be driving through there and I see people that are sitting around not doing anything. Hey, maybe they want some chips. I go up to them, and the worst I had was, oh, can I have that kind instead of that kind?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a problem with me.
So it was really, we wanted to do something to show that we do care about the downtown, that it's not this unsafe, scary neighborhood, that, you know what, everybody who's down there, that's our neighborhood. That's where we live, where we work. And the cleanup is not necessarily because we think the downtown's dirtier than any other area, but because it's May and everywhere is gross.
No, absolutely. This time of the year, the streets, the parking lots, everything looks pretty bad. So you picked a really good time of year to do this.
Well, and that's why we did it so quickly. So we were talking, and right away Kim Longstreet agreed. She got on the phone with, you know, all the Brandon Bear Clan, and they jumped on board, and they have organized cleaning crews. There's going to be 8 cleaning crews led by a Bear Clan member going out into the neighborhood. And the only reason we're doing it that way is so that people aren't like doubling up in neighborhoods or whatever. So we have a map, and they'll have radios. We'll have a couple of mobile units so that as they need more garbage bags or supplies, we'll have trucks driving around picking up the full garbage bags and dropping off new supplies. Like it's quite, I'm actually surprised. It's been 2 weeks and we're like organized.
It's coming together very quickly.
In your time gap, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, that's unbelievable. Now, you're not just going to be picking up debris, right? You have some other stuff going on too, yeah.
So Progressive Sanitation, I just talked to Spencer. I don't even think I told you this. I just talked to Spencer of Progressive, and they're going to be helping supply us with some window cleaning equipment and push brooms. So while the cleaning crews are picking up garbage, we're going to have other volunteers washing windows of the downtown businesses for free and sweeping sidewalks. And then at the park itself, we've got like a whole day planned of absolute free food and activities for the entire community.
Okay, so you have live entertainment too, right?
We have live entertainment. Actually, I got 2 pages. Like it's been overwhelming how The community has really come together. So at the park, we're going to have a huge table where all the volunteers are going to get tickets, kind of like silent auction style.
Okay.
So when you volunteer for one of the cleaning crews, you'll get, this string of tickets, and you can put it in to win all these different prizes. And I mean, we've got. Can I just read off all the
No,
all the
absolutely.
sponsors? Okay, I had to write it down so I didn't forget anyone. But Super Thrift has given us over $1,000 worth of coupons for their store. Charleston and Harlow, Olivia's Bistro, Iron Age Welding, the Brandon Museum and Archives gave like 4 different prize packs. Fraser Sneath Coffee. We actually, one of the coolest ones, for the fun of it, licensed childcare has given us certificates for evening childcare. That's huge. I want that one. That's from Allison Stevens. Bloom Box, Regal Nails in Walmart. Neil, the one that does my nails, has definitely jumped on board and said he would do that for our volunteers. We've got Tupperware, Sensi. The Escape Room is giving away gift cards. We're still collecting more. But yeah, that's like just the prizes that all the volunteers can enter.
I'll note here too, this is the first one you're putting on as well. So if this is a huge success, which I think it will be, this will grow even more year after year.
Yeah,
so.
we've actually started off and put first annual in the title. So the first annual downtown cleanup extravaganza, and we use the extravaganza because it's not just a cleanup. That's how much I have, right? The entertainment, this is really, really neat. Right away, James Rooster of Brandon Bouncy Castles. We're going to have Bouncy Castle there for kids. The escape room, my staff are putting on some mini escape games for the family. But we have, I don't know if I've told anyone this, because this just happened on the weekend. Reactive Massage Therapy is setting up a tent, and their massage therapists, licensed massage therapists, are going to be setting up chairs and offering free mini massages for the volunteers and the community members that attend the event.
There's so much going on. I hope people remember to actually come and do some cleanup,
that's what I'm
right?
worried about, right? We have Viva La Lemon Wellness Studio out of Souris. Nicole's coming in and doing a 1-hour free yoga class right at 11 o'clock in the morning. The Sweet Medicine Singers are putting on a drum circle and singing. We've got some buskers. Expressions Entertainment is providing me a sound system so we can update everybody and the volunteers of the things that are going on.
Some buskers, that's pretty new in Brandon, eh?
I'm excited. We want more. So if you are a busker or you play in a little band or you are a band, like we don't have all the equipment, but if you want to come down to the park, there's no permits, no fees, and we want...
Or if Cirque du Soleil
Yes.
happens to be going through town.
That's
maybe,
wishful
I don't
thinking,
know.
yeah.
Well, you never know, right? So we're going to have all that down. The other thing that we kind of talked about, and I've been in touch with some people in the community, is that there's a lot of social services, social programs, community groups and support groups that are located in the downtown area. And I want them to be recognized, so we've offered to let them set up information tables in the park that day to hand out information, to talk to people about the different services that they provide.
No, that's great that you're helping out other local businesses too.
Well, yeah, and it's like Prairie Mountain Health is going to set up a table. We've got, in Rio Westman, we've got a charity initiative called West Girl Essentials. We're going to have a booth there setting up and giving out some free products and some information, things like that. So I've been in contact with a few others that I'm not going to name yet because they haven't confirmed, and I don't want to make them feel guilty if they can't make it work. But I'm hoping to have some of that there.
Okay.
And I know I keep talking, but the big thing that I'm really excited about is the food.
Oh, okay. Tell me about the food.
I'm really excited about the food. So thanks to the Neighborhood Renewal Corporation, the Downtown Neighborhood Renewal Corporation, they heard what we were doing and they worked really, really hard to get us grant money to provide a free barbecue for the community. So everybody who comes down, whether they volunteer or not, is welcome to take part in our barbecue. So I've contacted some really amazing local suppliers who are helping to provide us with food for everybody for free. So when you come down to the park on May 5th, we're gonna have a barbecue, and it's not just like hot dogs. These are like Obermeyer's Vienna sausage smokies
Supreme, wow.
on fresh Kuiper buns. like this is the barbecue to be at. Twister's Ice Cream is providing us with ice cream cones for everybody. I was going to say for the kids, but everybody.
Don't kid yourself. Yeah, right.
10,000 Villages is supplying us with fair trade coffee for the event.
Okay.
And if
They've got really good coffee.
Yep.
Yes.
And Len Islifson. Sorry, Len. I could never pronounce his name. He's actually loaning us coffee pots, so we're going to keep it brewing because if you're like me, you like your coffee. Shea Angela is baking cookies. Shea Angela is right downtown.
They've got some of the best cookies.
Yeah, they're baking cookies.
Yes.
We have Domino's Pizza, which is also the dock on Princess, so downtown. Pizzas are going to be there. Like, there's going to be so much going on and something for everybody. And there's going to be drinks and beverages and...
Oh, and we're cleaning too, right?
Yeah, we're cleaning.
Yes.
We are cleaning, the whole goal. But what I'm hoping, and this is what we talked about at our meeting, is I'm hoping that we have so many volunteers that we get the cleaning done really quickly.
Yes.
And that everyone can come back to the park and have some real get to know their neighbors and community members and just kind of get to see what our neighborhood's about.
Okay, now how's your volunteer situation going right now?
I have no idea. What I've told everybody is to just show up the day of.
Okay.
We do have an event created on our Facebook page on Real Westman, and we've been sharing it throughout the community. There have been hundreds and hundreds of people who have RSVP'd through that event page. How many actually show up? I have no idea. But if you do want to volunteer for anything, even if it's like not right at 11, show up, we'll put you to work.
Okay, fantastic.
Yep.
And a lot of people have donated so far, as you said, but
It's
if you
been
wanted
awesome.
to donate, you could still donate, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And what we're doing is we're making this a completely inclusive community event. So we have everything for free. Like, do not think that you have to bring money for anything here. If anybody does want to donate product for a prize or for the barbecue, anything like that, we'll gladly take it. And we will make sure that it gets to the volunteers or participants, whatever. If you are a busker, I want to see the buskers out there. I think that'd be so cool.
We need buskers, whoever
Yes,
you are.
buskers. And I think Brock should just, sing a song or something in the corner or something.
I'll learn
That'd
to
be
play
funny.
harmonica that day.
Perfect. The spoons.
All right.
There you
Wow.
go.
We have everything now.
Yeah, and anyone who does want to donate cash, we will take that cash and use it to buy more ice cream or whatever. Like, the city of Brandon has been really generous. Like, we've got porta potties supplied. Rental Expert is helping us out and delivering them on that day, even though it's a Sunday. The city of Brandon has come up. They've got the garbage bins there, and they're supplying all the garbage bags, things like that. So while we are spending some money on some of the big things, the more donations we get, the more we can actually do for the
No,
day.
you said it absolutely. You get what you put into it, right? And so far, you've put so much into it. So, and I love that it started with a simple post too, right?
Yeah,
So.
it was. It was like, you know what? Let's do something, because anyone who knows me knows that I get frustrated very easy about, all talk, no action. It's like, if you see a problem, solve it.
Yeah.
And like Brock said, we're not going to solve social issues in the city with a barbecue, but we can make the neighborhood feel a little bit more inclusive.
It somewhat addresses the issue of perception, and it also invites them downtown to see what is going on, who the people are that work, live, interact downtown. I don't live downtown, but I go there quite frequently. Well, you don't live there. You don't even live in
I
Brandon.
don't even live in Brandon.
and you're the ones putting it on.
So
No, absolutely. I feel like something like this, you're doing a downtown cleanup, so it's really good for the environment. You clean up the streets, the parking lots, whatnot. But when you have the younger kids getting involved, you're setting a really good example for them, right? So that's
and that's what we're hoping, is that all neighborhoods should have this. We really should. Like, we used to do this 30 years ago and have like neighborhood block parties and cookouts and get together. And now society's kind of changed where you don't know your neighbors. This is a great way for us to learn who is living and working in our neighborhood. And the support has been phenomenal. Like, I cannot believe the amount of people that are coming out saying, yep, we're coming with our staff, we're coming out with our family. It's been exceptional.
No, it's great. It's great exposure for downtown, and that's what you're shooting for, right?
Absolutely.
Is there anything else that you would like to add regarding this? Like, how about when's this going to take
Okay,
place?
so Sunday, May 5th, 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. In Princess Park. So anyone who wants to volunteer, they can show up early. We're going to be there like 9 a.m. if you want to come down and help us set up, whatever. But we are going to constantly be updating our Facebook page and the events as sponsors come in and more information is going on. And really, it's that casual. Just show up, and we'll put you to work, and we'll have some fun. Bring the kids. You know, parking's in the parkade. It's all good.
Okay, great. All for a great cause, right?
Absolutely. And don't bring any money. That's the big thing. This is not a fundraiser. We are not raising money for anything. We are just want to get the community together to do some good.
Nope, that's fantastic. I think something like this, it's going to grow. It's going to escalate into the years.
First annual.
Right on. Well, thank you very much for coming on
Thanks,
today.
Lynn.
Thank you.